This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has sent congratulatory cables to their Highnesses and Majesties, Presidents, Kings and Princes of Arab and Muslim countries on the advent of the new Hijri Year. Also sending similar cables of congratulations were His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. The Abu Dhabi Education Council has announced that there are no more schools operating out of villas or commercial buildings throughout the Emirate, as they plan to open 10 more schools for the next academic year. According to local reports, all 72 villas that were operating out of villas are now closed, with 46,000 of their students relocated to 29 new facilities built at a cost of 2 billion dirhams. According to statistics from the education body, 11 private schools had opened in Abu Dhabi in September this year, offering seats for 20,000 students this academic year. 5 of the new schools were former villa schools and are now relocated to purpose-built facilities as part of ADEC's Villa School Closure Program. The initiative was launched in 2010, which was aimed at encouraging schools to operate from their own facilities to meet the Emirates' health and safety standards. According to ADEC's standards, schools should have minimum facilities such as an ICT lab, sports hall, a library and a health clinic. Dubai Health Authority has announced timings for its healthcare facilities for the Hijri New Year public holiday, which falls on Thursday. According to DHA, shift timings and on-call duties will ensure that work continues as usual during the holiday. Emergency departments of all hospitals and 2 primary healthcare centres, Nad Al Hamar and Al Barsha, will continue to function round the clock. At Hatta Hospital, the family medicine clinic will be open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Furthermore, all walk-in clinics at both Latifa and Rashid Hospital will continue normal operations. All specialised centres, all medical fitness centres and primary healthcare centres other than Al Barsha and Nad Al Hamar will remain closed during the public holiday. And the Department of Transport in Abu Dhabi has announced that Mawaqif services in all surface public parking bays will be free of charge on Thursday and will thus be free from midnight Wednesday until 7:59 a.m. on Saturday. However, the transport body has recommended that all drivers should avoid parking in prohibited areas at any time, including resident bays from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. Mawaqif Customer Care Centre has branches in Electra, Murur Road, Al Falah Street and the Central Market, among other locations. The Customer Care Centre will remain closed on Thursday and will resume work on Sunday. The Roads and Transport Authority has announced that Dubai Metro commuters will get a chance to win gold bars, electronics and gold Knoll cards as part of the annual Public Transport Day celebrations. The Public Transport Day is marked annually on the 1st of November, and the activities to mark the day will kick-start from the 20th of October. Apart from daily draws for prizes, the most frequent commuters will walk away with prizes including a 100-gram gold bar. Commuters will be divided on the basis of the number of trips they have made this year, which will be identified through their Knoll cards. Points will then be allotted to trips, with each trip collecting 50 points. The first prize winner, a commuter with more than 1,000 points, will get a 100-gram gold bar. The runner-up with 750 points or more will be rewarded with a Mac computer. The third prize of an Apple Watch will go to a commuter with 500 points or more. And in other news, after an intense contest between the young engineering minds from 12 different schools across the country, Team Nighthawks from Indian High School have come out on top as the winners of F1 in Schools competition. After a face-off on the tracks at Yas Marina Circuit, Nighthawks clinched the top spot in the professional category, while Team Impulse from Repton School were triumphant in the rookie category to seal their place to represent the UAE in the F1 in Schools World Finals to be held in Texas next year. Indian High School were joint runners-up in the 2010 finals in Singapore, and the team will be hoping for a powerful performance in the US. The contest was open to students aged 9 to 19 who got a chance to test their creativity and run their own Formula One teams in a competition bearing the full responsibility of a full business plan, design elements and technical aspects of racing their miniature cars. As per the rules, teams had to manage the budgets, market and brand their enterprises, as well as seek sponsorship whilst they created their miniature carbon dioxide propelled Bollywood F1 cars that took to the tracks, reaching speeds of up to 80 kilometers an hour. For the students, the contest proved to be a major learning curve as they received a first-hand experience of the corporate world.
It was a good experience participating in F1 in schools. It was proven very institutionally and educationally very useful in our careers, because first of all, I would wish to be a design engineer as a profession. So yeah, it was a very good experience, and I get to see a lot of people doing many other stuff, like other teams, how innovative are they, and the cars also. The cars are very innovative.
Marketing, it was about getting sponsors, and it was tough. By using this F1 only, I came to learn how to market all this stuff. But the sponsor was very tough, because we need to go after them, and we should ask them several things, and for them benefits also we should publicize their products. So some companies they thought it was a risk, and some companies they thought they just want to give it a try. So they gave a sponsor, and they just encouraged us.
Logo designing was a very long process as it required many procedures. First we drew some freehand rough sketches, and these rough sketches were then converted into realistic images using the Adobe Photoshop software. We then created many drafts and many experimental photos in the Adobe Photoshop, and then we finally combined all the elements to make our final logo.
According to the organisers, aside from an entertaining sport, F1 in schools was aimed at nurturing the students' personal development through inspiring innovation, while also creating tomorrow's champions.
The program to the kids, it's all about building the car. But they don't realize at a later stage in future-wise, maybe in universities or at work, they realize that they've encountered these, I'd say, issues or things that they've worked in F1 in schools that would actually help them carrying on forward with their businesses or their studies in universities. So like you'd say, I've had some conversations with some of our previous F1 school students who are now in universities. They've said that they had few things that they've encountered in universities that then they'd remember F1 schools to help them actually moving it much better in an easier way.
To win the competition as such, we have different criteria. First of all is the car, as I mentioned. So that's our tracks. We have a race, which is held down the track. Now, that's like we have 100 points down for that. Then, apart from that, we have like the physics behind the car, the designing process, the development, and the analysis. You know, the students use the same software which is used for real F1, for simulations. So all that is factors as the development of the car.
And finally, in the bulletin, as Mall of the Emirates continues celebrating its 10-year anniversary, shoppers were taken by surprise as Victoria's Secret model Chanel Iman joined the celebrations as she took centre stage during the Fashion Capital 5 show. The 24-year-old American model took to the stage during the show, which aims to cement Dubai's position as the next city to be a leader in fashion, luxury and style. While the crowd had a chance to be up close and personal with the fashion icon, visitors were taken on a journey to explore the evolution of style through the decades during the holographic presentations. Running until the 15th of October, the presentations will feature collections from luxury fashion houses including Fendi, Alexander McQueen, Elisa, Balenciaga and Oscar de la Renta, where visitors will get a chance to see designs from as early as the 1930s. Known as the Fashion Capital 5, Mall of the Emirates, together with Chanel Iman, transported the onlookers on a journey to pay tribute to iconic looks of the fashion capitals such as London, Paris, Milan, New York and back to Dubai to label it as the fifth and upcoming fashion leader.
At Mall of the Emirates, everyone's walking around all glamorous and chic, and I just love it here. It's so special.
in 2005 when we started opening Mall of the Emirates. The fashion industry was totally different, and today Mall of the Emirates played an important role in expanding and making fashion bigger and bigger in Dubai and in the region overall. Inviting Chanel Imam today in Mall of the Emirates in Fashion Capital 5, I think it's something very important because Chanel has a reputation in the world in fashion houses internationally, and plus she's been a cover page for a lot of magazines and international names in general. And she always put a demonstration for all the high-end labels such as Fendi, Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, and Elisa. So these names are very important, and Chanel Iman being part of this event today, I think it's important thing to be seen.